Honey, about the meeting with the wedding planner tomorrow? My mom's going to join us.
Wait, why all of a sudden?
Sorry, but we just decided today. So, she'll be here.
Hold on a second. You just decided today? And no one asked me? Why does she need to come anyway?
She's my mother. It's totally fine if she's there. Plus, it's our first time planning a wedding, and having someone experienced like her around will be helpful.
But we have a planner at the venue, and I wanted it to just be us making the decisions.
Are you telling me you don't want her there?
It's not that I don't want her there. It's just, you know how she is. She'll want to have a say in everything. And let's not forget, she already booked the venue before I could even pick the one I wanted.
Yeah, that's her. She's definitely going to be telling us what to do.
This isn't funny, you know. This is a once-in-a-lifetime moment for us. I want us to plan our wedding together, just you and me.
You keep saying just the two of us. But a wedding isn't just about the two of us, you know? You're about to become a part of my family, so you should consider my mom's opinions too.
Of course, I will, but...
Look, my parents couldn't afford a proper wedding when they were young, so she wants to make sure ours is special. She's even helping with the costs. We should respect her input if she's paying.
If it means we have to do everything her way, then I don't want her money.
We can't just dismiss her generosity, though.
I appreciate the help, but I don't want her controlling everything.
Ugh, come on, honey. She's doing this because she cares about us. Instead of complaining, you should be grateful.
I am grateful, but that doesn't mean I want our wedding to be all about what she wants.
Ugh, fine. If you really don't want her there, you can skip tomorrow.
What?
I'll just go with her and we'll handle the planning.
Don't be ridiculous. The bride not being involved in the planning? That's absurd.
I trust my mom's judgment completely.
Fine. The three of us will go together.
Good. It's settled then. She only wants what's best for us, so it'll all work out.
I'm really worried about how this is going to turn out. Hi, Nina. You're a bold woman, aren't you? What do you mean by that, Cappy? Why on earth did the bride even come to the meeting? Excuse me? I was looking forward to deciding everything with Corey, but there you were, barging in like it was your place. Were you planning to decide everything with just him? Of course. You should stay out of it. Listen, Kathy. With all due respect, this is our wedding. So what? Originally, it was supposed to be just Corey and me at the meeting. But you suddenly decided to join in. What's your point? How could I, the mother of the groom, not be involved in the wedding planning? We'll have lots of guests, including relatives. I can't leave such an important event to just you youngsters. But it's not just the plans. You even dictated what dress I should wear. That's too much. I'm helping you out because you have no taste. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event. Can't I wear what I want? Absolutely not. I'm deciding everything. The wedding, the plans, and the dress. Please, let us make the decisions. Corey asked me to help you. Look after Nina, he said. I haven't even asked for any advice yet. I've been around long enough to know what you need, even if you haven't said anything. About the dress for the reception. Why did you cancel it without telling me? It didn't suit your face. That's why. We're going with a country-style theme for the reception. What? But we decided on a classic theme for everything. Guests should experience more of our heritage at the wedding. Not that anyone will be thrilled to see you in a cowgirl outfit, though.
I already had a cocktail dress in mind for the reception.
No, none of them will suit you.
I compromised on the wedding dress you chose.
Anyone should be able to pull off a white dress. But honestly, finding something that looked decent on you was a challenge. Blame your parents for that one.
Isn't that going too far?
Listen, a wedding isn't just about you two. If it's poorly done, I'll be the one embarrassed.
I want our guests to feel our gratitude through the wedding.
That's nonsense. It's not necessary. A wedding is about showcasing style.
Could you please let us handle this?
Enough already. I'm deciding everything. The venue, the plans, the dress. And you will obey me for the rest of your life.
Honey, can we talk for a minute?
What's up?
It's about the wedding.
Oh yeah, the meeting went smoothly, didn't it? I'm glad Mom was there. Her experience really helped. You should be grateful to her.
And that's not the point. Can you please do something about her?
What do you mean?
She just sent me a message. She's insisting that I scrap the dress I chose for the reception and go with a country-style rustic dress.
So what? Does it really matter?
She's already made decisions about the venue and the plans. The dress is the one thing I can't compromise on.
Then why don't you just wear the dress you want for the photo shoot?
But she's already booked the dress.
Stop making such a fuss. Honestly, I couldn't care less about the dress or the style.
But you said you were looking forward to seeing me in the dress.
And? What does that change?
I don't want a wedding where we can't even express our own style.
Then just cancel it.
What?
We don't need a wedding.
But we've already sent out the invitations.
A lot of couples nowadays skip the Orthodox wedding and just go to a courthouse. To be honest, weddings are expensive and a hassle. I don't even think we need one. We could save the money and use it for our honeymoon or future plans.
That might be true, but...
Look, if you really want it, I won't stop you.
We can't cancel it now. And your mom would never agree.
Then just go along with what she wants. There's no point in resisting. It'll only cause trouble.
If you know that, can't you be on my side a little? This doesn't bode well for our future marriage.
What's that supposed to mean?
She'll probably try to control everything, even our new home and our kids' names.
Just let her. It's not worth the fight.
She might even pick out the brand of formula or diapers we should use. I can't handle that.
Sure. She's raised kids before, so she'll probably give advice.
With her, it's not advice. It's more like a command. She'll probably dictate the design and color of the baby's clothes, too. She might insist on decorating the nursery. And when the kids grow up, she'll probably decide which schools they should attend.
You think she'd really go that far?
Honey, knowing her, she absolutely would. She doesn't care what we want at all.
Yeah, I know she can be pushy sometimes, but she's only doing it for our sake. Just go along with what she says and keep the peace.
That makes me feel like a puppet on her strings. It's not just about the wedding. I can't stand the idea of her constantly interfering in our lives from now on.
Then should we just call off the wedding?
Excuse me?
If you hate her that much, it's the only option.
Is that really what you want?
What else can we do?
So, it's that simple to you.
You're the one who wants to cancel. So you'll have to cover the cancellation fees.
Why should I have to do that?
If you don't want to, then just accept things as they are. The more you push back, the more I have to deal with her. I got a lecture over the phone for hours hearing how that kind of woman won't do.
She'll probably complain about any woman you bring home.
I thought you, with your gentleness, could get along with her. Huh, guess I was wrong.
Aren't you misunderstanding something here? Isn't marriage supposed to be about the two of us? You're missing the point.
Are you lecturing me now?
So I'm not even allowed to have an opinion?
You know what she's like. I wanted a wife who'd just say yes to everything. If you're going to be difficult too, where am I supposed to find peace?
I didn't decide to marry you just to be your stress relief.
Just sit at the head table and stay quiet.
You sound exactly like her.
Ugh, this is so annoying. Are we canceling the wedding or what? Decide in 1 second.
We're having a wedding.
Then no more complaints from now on.
Fine.
You should have kept quiet from the start. Ugh, what a waste of time.
2 months until the wedding, and I won't say another word.
Good. Talk to you later.
Do you have a minute, Nina? I haven't been able to reach Corey lately. Is he busy with work? Actually, he is. Oh, by the way, how was your honeymoon? I planned the destination and the hotel for you, so I'm sure it was perfect. We were originally going to France, but when you changed it to Egypt, I wasn't sure what to expect. But the pyramids were stunning. Right? I thought it was something you should see at least once in your life. Thank you for all your help with the wedding, the honeymoon, and everything else. Don't mention it. And by the way, I never asked. What did you think of the wedding? Were you satisfied? I'd say it was about 9 out of 10. The missing point is because of your gloomy face. I wasn't having a good time. You didn't need to enjoy it anyway. I'm thrilled with the country-style wedding I've always dreamed of. And the dress you changed into was perfect. It's a memory our family will cherish forever. Then, why didn't you wear it yourself? What? You weren't the one getting married, but you didn't listen to any of my opinions. You're so selfish. What's wrong with me giving input to my son and daughter-in-law? I told you before you should obey me without question. So what's next? Our new home? Then the grandkids? I bet you'll even have opinions on their gender. Of course, a boy would be best. I haven't found a house that meets my requirements yet, so you'll have to wait. I think we're done here. How many times do I have to tell you that you have no right to refuse? You need to obey me as my daughter-in-law. I'm not your daughter-in-law. You signed a marriage license. No, we didn't. Why not? Because I don't want to be married. Why would you say that? Have you ever once respected my wishes up until now? A daughter-in-law doesn't need wishes. Then I assume you never once defied your mother-in-law when you were younger. Of course not. I was the perfect daughter-in-law, obedient, reserved, and beloved by all. You're really letting loose now that your mother-in-law is no longer around. Enough already. According to her, you were quite the rebellious one. What are you talking about? She's been gone for years, you know. I do. She passed away about 15 years ago, didn't she? You're not going to tell me you heard this from her ghost, are you? If you had walked the same path, I might have thought I should endure a bit more. But it turns out you were a terrible daughter-in-law. Did Kevin tell you that? don't believe a word he says. He wasn't home during the day. I was the one dealing with his mother.
True. He didn't know anything. But when he started looking through the old stuff in the storage, he found something.
What?
A diary written by his mother.
Ha! That old witch wrote a diary?
Pushed by Kathy and broke my leg. The swelling won't go down. 5 days straight without food. I'm so hungry. She may seem like a good wife to my son. I can't possibly tell him the truth. Kevin was in tears reading it, saying he had no idea.
She was a spiteful old woman. She probably wrote that just to make me look bad. She's a pain even after death.
I don't think those were lies. The diary has spots that look like they were blurred by tears.
Probably just her drool.
Kevin said that reading it made him decide to divorce you.
Why would he do that?
He thought you were a strong-willed woman. But he couldn't forgive you for treating his mother and me like that.
It's my job to train you.
I was properly raised by my own mother. My parents didn't send me off to be married just so I could put up with your bullying. So I won't be married to Corey.
You had a wedding and honeymoon without even filing the paperwork?
That's right.
That's a fraud. You used all that money and now you're running away? How cowardly.
We had the country-style wedding exactly as you wanted. Would you like to know what my parents, relatives, and friends said?
They must have said it was a beautiful wedding, right?
No, not at all. They laughed and asked why on earth I'd wear a cowboy hat to a wedding.
What?
We had a barbecue buffet and wildflower bouquets. Everything was exactly as you wanted, and this is the result.
But everyone was enjoying themselves.
Some guests were definitely shocked by the line dance at the reception. That was just too much.
Yeah, right. Everyone was smiling and having a good time.
My friends did say it was an interesting wedding. But when I mentioned that it was all planned by you, they quickly admitted it made sense that it was tacky.
That can't be.
And as for the honeymoon, you planned this grand tour of World Heritage sites, but it ended up being exhausting, constantly moving between remote places. Corey was in a foul mood the entire time.
Didn't you guys enjoy it?
He wanted to go to France, but every time I tried to talk to him about you, he just said I had to follow what you wanted. So I figured the trip should follow that rule too.
Was he really upset?
He kept saying how his dream was to visit museums and enjoy cafes in Paris. He wanted to drink champagne while looking at the Eiffel Tower. But instead, I was stuck listening to him complain in front of the pyramids and couldn't enjoy myself at all.
No way!
This is the result of doing everything your way. Did anyone end up happy?
Oh well.
If you want everything to go according to your wishes, then do it with someone in your family. But even your family has had enough of you.
He's just mad about the trip, right?
No. When I told him I wasn't going to marry and that I was leaving, he exploded saying it was all your fault and blocked you on the spot.
Wait, so is that why I haven't been able to reach him?
Yes, he doesn't want to see you ever again.
Wait a minute. Does this mean I'm losing both my husband and my son?
It looks that way.
But I spent $50,000 on that wedding.
Actually, Kevin paid for it. I offered to return the money, but he refused.
What the heck? He should have taken it.
I've already returned the monetary gifts to the guests I invited. I couldn't accept money for a wedding I didn't enjoy. And since we're not getting married,
it wouldn't be right to keep it anyway. What was the point of these past few months? Give me back my time and effort.
It's not like I asked for your help. If you're upset about the effort you put in, that's not my problem.
I was only trying to do what was best for Corey.
He also said he was returning the wedding gifts. He's finally realized how foolish both he and you have been.
Then you should marry him. I don't want to be blamed for ruining this.
It's too late for that. When I needed him the most, he sided with you and ignored my feelings. That kind of behavior would definitely affect our marriage in the future.
Please reconsider. I can't bear the thought of losing my son too.
It's too late. Regretting it now won't change anything.
I should have just left you guys alone.
Too late for that too, isn't it?
Nina, please don't leave him. Bring my husband and son back to me.
Nope. You need to be alone and think things over.
Please.
Goodbye. Corey finally realized how his mother had ruined our honeymoon and came back to me crying and begging for another chance. But by then, my feelings for him had completely cooled. So I told him it was over and moved far away. Eventually, his parents divorced. His father moved out and returned to his hometown. Left all alone, Kathy tried desperately to get Corey to come back. But he was so furious that he never did. The infamous wedding caused even the relatives to cut ties with her, and now she's living alone in that old, deteriorating house, facing a lonely old age. It's a miserable ending, but she brought it on herself.